Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to completely do a full service interval on any BMW X3 XDRIVE 20 diesel. This vehicle, which I'm working on today, it's made into the year 2015, but it's not important the year. If the engine is a 2.0 diesel, this video is working perfectly fine for you. In today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you all how to replace the entire engine oil and also all the filters from this kind of vehicle and from this kind of engine from start to finish. So without any further ado, let's get right into the job. The first thing which you have to do is to go underneath the vehicle. You have to locate the drain plug bolt, and in this way you have to remove it and drain all the oil from the engine. On this vehicle especially, there is no need for you to remove the entire undershield from the vehicle, because right here it will be this plastic part which is secured with two screws to the undershield, and after you remove this plastic part it will reveal the drain plug bolt, and in this way you are able to remove it very easy and put it back very easy without having to worry about removing the entire undershield from under the vehicle. While I'm waiting for the oil to completely drain out from the engine, I will proceed with replacing all the filters from the engine. The next thing which I'm going to do is to remove the oil filter, which is situated right here on the driver's side next to the engine. And one very important tip which I want to give you all is to always remove the oil cap completely out, because in this way the oil will leak faster and easier out from the engine. Now, with the oil filter completely removed out from the oil filter housing, you have to remove the oil filter from the oil filter cap. You will have to throw it away. You will have to replace also the O-ring from the oil filter cap, and you have to clean the oil filter cap very good with some brake cleaner. After that, I'm going to show you all how to install it back over the vehicle properly and tight it to spec. Into the box with the brand new oil filter, you will get one brand new O-ring, which you have to put over the cap of the oil filter, and also one brand new copper washer, which you have to put over the drain plug bolt from the oil pan. One very important tip which I want to give you all is to always lubricate the brand new O-rings from the oil filters, because if you don't lubricate them and you install them dry into the oil filter housing, there is a possible risk of breaking them or chipping them, and in this way the oil can leak out from the oil filter housing, so you don't want this. Always lubricate them before and then install them and tie them to spec, and everything will be good to go. On most of the BMW cars out there, you'll have this kind of oil filter, and this kind of oil filter will only go into one position into the oil filter housing. So as you can see right here, inside the oil filter housing, you'll have two holes, the center hole and one little hole next to it. You'll have to put this little cap into the little hole, and you have to push it in place until you feel that it's getting in completely. After that, you'll have to take the oil filter cap, you'll have to put it over it and tight it to 25 Nm. Moving on with the job, the next thing which I'm going to do is to replace the air filter completely. The location for the air filter is right here in the front side of the engine. You'll have to remove those two metal clips and then lift the plastic side up. And after that, remove the old filter, install the brand new one into its place, and then right here is done with replacing the air filter on this kind of vehicle. Moving on with the job, the next thing which I'm going to do is to replace the pollen filters completely, and the location is right here on the passenger side. You'll have to remove this plastic cap completely and put it away. Right underneath, you'll have also another plastic cover, and if you remove the plastic cover completely, you'll have access to the two pollen filters. Just pull them out, and in this way, you are able to install the brand new one into their place. If you don't know how to install the brand new pollen filters back into the vehicle, you will have into the box with the brand new pollen filters the instruction manual, which will show you step by step how to install them, how to remove them, and how to correctly fit them back over the vehicle. Okay everybody, so from this moment, the next thing which I'm going to do is to install back the drain plug bolt with the brand new copper washer over it and tight it to spec, and then I'm going to put the oil back into the engine. So on this vehicle, it will take about 5.2 to 5.4 liters of brand new oil. Okay everybody, so to correctly adjust the oil level over the dipstick, you'll have to put around 5 liters in the first stage, then go ahead and start the vehicle up, let it run for about 1 minute, then stop it. After that, you'll have to wait for about 2 minutes and then check the oil level again on the dipstick. If it's underneath the maximum level, you'll have to add more oil until it will reach the maximum level over the dipstick. Only in this way the oil level will be done correctly on this kind of engine and on most of the vehicles out there. Alright everybody, so from this moment the replacement of the engine oil and most of the filters is complete. Right now the only thing which I have to do left is to show you all how to replace the fuel filter on this kind of vehicle. The fuel filter location, it's right here in the back side on the driver's side, right here next to the rear wheel. You'll have to remove this plastic panel and put it away, and right underneath this plastic panel it will reveal the fuel filter location and the fuel filter itself. To remove it and replace it, you'll have to disconnect the right hose which is going into the top part of the fuel filter, then the metal clamp from the left side, and then this plastic clamp which is securing it mounted to the vehicle right in the middle. From this moment, just follow exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and in this way you are also going to be able to replace it yourself at home, on your car, and with regular tools. After you completely remove and disconnect the old fuel filter from the vehicle, you'll have to be very carefully that you completely remove also the gasket which is situated between the old fuel filter and between the pump right here on the left side. You'll have to remove the old gasket and you'll have to install the brand new gasket and the brand new filter which is coming along into the brand new box. After that, it's just a regular plug and play fit. Just remove the old filter and install the brand new one into its place, and then install all the parts which you disconnected back over the vehicle. Alright everybody, so as you can see, the brand new fuel filter is completely replaced and installed back on this vehicle. From this moment, the most important thing which you have to do and follow is to take a diagnostic tool capable of priming the fuel system, because normally on these kind of vehicles, if you don't prime the fuel system with a diagnostic tool, the vehicle will not start up, or the vehicle will start very hard until it will pull enough diesel or enough fuel until it will be able to start. Usually all of these things are done only with a diagnostic tool which is capable of doing or priming the fuel system after the fuel filter is going to be replaced on the vehicle. So in my case, I'm going inside the vehicle, I'm using my diagnostic tool to turn on the fuel pump, and in this way it will push all the fuel into the brand new fuel filter, and in this way the vehicle will start up very easy and very nice. So from this moment, just follow exactly what I'm doing right here, because if you also have a diagnostic tool like I have right here, this video will help you very much, and this video will work perfectly fine for you and for your car. After you correctly connect the vehicle to your diagnostic tool, you'll have to go into the menu of the diagnostic tool. You'll have to check electronical fuel pump control module. You'll have to click enter. After that, you'll have to go into the special functions, and right here, as you can see, it will have actuator of the electrical fuel pump. You have to click start, and in my opinion, I'll always try to start it for at least 2 or 3 times just to make sure that it will push enough fuel into the brand new fuel filter, and in this way the vehicle will not struggle to start anymore. After you click start to correctly actuate the fuel pump and push all the fuel into the brand new fuel filter, you will hear how the fuel will be pushed back into all the fuel hoses of the vehicle. After you wait for about 2 or 3 minutes, after you do this job for about 2 or 3 times, the vehicle can be started up very easy and very fast. Also, if you have a diagnostic tool, you can also reset the service interval using the tool, or you can reset it with the buttons from the navigation on your vehicle. Very good everybody, so from this moment the vehicle is started up. It didn't struggle to start at all. In my case, it started up very easy and very nice. And from this moment, the next thing which I'm going to do is to check for any leaks, and if everything is okay, I'm going to install back all the cables or the plastic parts which I just disconnected earlier, and then the job will be done and complete. Very good everybody, so in my case the job is done and complete 100%. Those are all the things and all the steps which you have to do and follow if you want to complete this service or replace the engine oil with all the filters from any BMW X3 XDRIVE 20 diesel or any BMW with the engine 2.0 diesel. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked the video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a comment and a like down below. See you next time.